Happy Earth Day. I don't know about you all, but I barely remembered that it was Earth Day today, because I barely remembered that today was Wednesday. It seems like, well, last week I totally hit the wall and starting to kind of climb back into what is now this new normal. And wrapping my brain around what it means to be living in this world during this corona time. And I gotta say, I kind of don't know what I'm doing most of the time. And I have found myself out in my yard a whole lot more, partially because my little wild thing, Rosie, likes to run around and is obsessed with sticks and rocks and dirt right now. But also it feels better to be outside. Now, I never claimed to be someone with a green thumb. I also never claimed to be someone with a black thumb. It's somewhere in like the deep forest green color where it might be decay, it might be moldy, or it might just be so parched that it needs some water. And so I'm sitting out here in my yard and I've been doing a lot of yard work. And so this is my yard. I've planted some hostas in the hopes of some green things, and that's my neighbor's yard. That's what I and my yard aspire to be. But it's just getting out there. And as I was digging in the dirt, attempting to do this garden thing, a poem that it seems to always come to me when I need it the most. It's been a poem that has bubbled up to the surface for me really important times and meaningful times and much needed times in my life. And so on this Earth Day, it seems very fitting that as we're all figuring out something new and we're all feeling like we don't know what we're doing and we're all pretty much messing it up and finding a new normal, I offer you Wendell Berry's poem, The Peace of Wild Things. He says, "When despair for the world grows in me, and I wake in the night at the least sound in fear of what my life and my children's lives may be, I go lie down where the wood drake rests in his beauty on the water and the great heron feeds. I come into the presence of wild things who do not tax their lives with forethought of grief. I come into the presence of still waters, and I feel above me the day-blind stars waiting with their lights. For a time, I rest in the grace of the world and am free." And while I'm hoping today, of all days on Earth Day, that you are getting out there, because at least here in Des Moines, it's a beautiful day, that you're getting out and enjoying the splendor and the wonder of the earth, and the peace of wild things, whether that's just your neighborhood backyard, which is mine, or you're getting out into the woods. The thought that came to me today, and the prayer that came to me today in that poem was, as we're all figuring out this new normal, and we're figuring out some things and others we just have no clue, that perhaps the peace of the wild things is just that. It's a reminder that just letting creation be, and that it doesn't need us to thrive and grow, and we're seeing our earth responding in such amazing ways to these times of our pulling back, and so perhaps that's the peace that we need, rather than looking for more things to do, to learn from the peace of all of this wild, wonderful world, and to simply be and grow and soak in what we call simple, but it's not simple at all. As spring is unfolding before us, there's nothing simple about it. We just call it simple because it doesn't need us to be. And so perhaps while each one of us is essential and valuable, no one is more essential or valuable than the other. And that might be the piece of the wild things that comes to us in this time. That we're all valuable, we're all wild, and we all deserve the rest and the space to take root and see what grows. So, happy Earth Day. I wish you some peace.